Today, we'll be taking a look at the water reservoir case on this Samsung French door refrigerator. Be sure to visit ApplianceVideo.com, where you will find thousands of repair videos on the latest technology. And for a limited time, you can save big on an annual membership and take advantage of all of our premium benefits. ApplianceVideo.com. Do it right the first time. Stop. Before beginning any repair, always be sure to disconnect the power to the appliance. It is also recommended to test the outlet for the proper voltage. Remember to also turn off the water. You will need the following tools to complete this repair. To begin, we have the door open. Let's go ahead and remove the water pitcher here. Set that to the side. Next, we'll need to remove these two shelves here. Let's remove this one on the bottom. This is going to give us access to this screw hole. Now we have access to this screw hole on the back by removing the pitcher. And finally, this one at the top will give us access to the other one. Now this one can be hard to pull out, especially if it's pushed all the way down. So grab the sides, lift up, and then we can set that drawer to the side. The next thing we'll want to do is remove this seal. Now this one's actually damaged, or the plastic is popping right off. But if it wasn't, you would have to kind of pop this plastic out, and then we can set it to the side. After that, you have a Phillips screw in the top here that'll need to be removed. Once you take that off, lift up, and set that to the side. Next, we will want to remove this screw and this screw in here. Now, usually these have a little plastic tab that you'll need to remove with a small flat blade screwdriver. This one is actually missing. Makes it a little easier for me. I can dig it. So take that one out. And let's take this one out. All right, now we'll want to lift up on this, pull it out, and set it to the side. Now that we have that removed, we have clear access to the water reservoir case here. Now the main reasons why you'd be replacing your water reservoir case would be if the inlet valve is stuck open, where it's continuously filling your water pitcher here. Maybe it's not filling the pitcher at all, or it could be leaking down the door since it has an inlet valve in here. These are all very common symptoms of this component needing to be replaced. In order to replace the unit, what we'll have to do is lift up and pull out. It can be rather difficult. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to lift up first and start to pull out. That'll kind of give me a good gauge of where I'm at. And then you want to keep pulling out. There we go. And we want to drop it down. This is going to give us better access to disconnect it here. Now we have the Molex at the top. You just simply pinch it and separate. I'll let it drop down a little bit more. The harder portion is your water lines back here. Your water lines are actually held on by a small union connector. So what happens is it pushes in and it connects it with some teeth. So what we'll have to do is press in on the union connector and pull out on the water lines. So I'm going to put my fingers back here. It's going to be hard to see. I'm going to do the first one. Let's see what's in here. Push in. Start to pull out. Now let's start to do the same on the other side to give us a little bit more room. I'm going to try to use a pair of pliers to pull through since there's not a whole lot of hand room. Give us a little bit of room here. Just keep going with the other side. All right, we have one out. Let's pull the other one out. There we go. Although it fell, we got it. Go ahead and set it to the side. when installing our new assembly. First, of course, we're going to line it up, and we're going to start with our water lines, the worst portion. Let's go ahead and start pulling them in here. And what you do is pull them all the way back. They should have some markings on them to show approximately where they were at. Once we have them all the way installed, you will once again bring this up at an angle, slide it over that ledge, and bring it down to drop it into place. Then we can reinstall the Molex. Drop that down, make sure this is in here nice and the water lines look good. And let's start to reinstall the screws. Go ahead and bring in our bracket here, and then we'll install the first screw in the dispenser portion. It should be lined up. Just use a hand screwdriver since it's going right into plastic. You don't really want to crank it down. Let's reinstall this bracket here. Slides on, it should clip on the side. And you can reinstall your screw. Next, let's bring in our top here. It just goes right in the back, sits right in place over the top, and then you'll reinstall the screw. Let's go ahead and pop back on our seal. Once again, if it wasn't broken, it'd be a little bit more difficult. You would pop it in, we'll pop it down, it'll pop in just like that. Next, let's reinstall the shelves. When reinstalling your shelves, we'll put the one at the top in first. Let's get it set up, slide it all the way down. We will do the one in the middle, slide that all the way down. And finally, let's put our water pitcher back in, and this will complete your repair. Thank you for watching another quality video from ApplianceVideo.com. If you found this video helpful, make sure you click the like and subscribe to our channel.